Coach, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. I imagine if anybody told you that Aamir would foul out with just 8 minutes and 4 points, that you'd be a little concerned, but you had to be pleased with the way that you guys played without him.
Yeah, it's certainly that wasn't in the game plan. We were trying to play, 10 guys double-figure minutes. I wouldn't have bet that Aamir wouldn't have been one of them that did. Hard fought, great defensive win. We did exactly what we wanted to do defensively in the game, extended our defense and pressured them and really got them out of rhythm. Obviously, they play with a very talented but young freshman point guard, first college game, and we thought we could disrupt them and bother them. And, that worked. They're obviously a big, strong, physical, inside-oriented team. And I thought our guys, did the best they could to fight on the glass. And we did a great job in the first half, okay in the second. Like for us to shoot the ball better. But at the end of the day, this was a good first way to win a game, toughness and grit.
Brad, it's Matt. You had to like what you saw out of PJ tonight. Just how did that kind of go with what you were expecting from him?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what to expect. I was very pleased. Obviously, he was extremely efficient. He made some tough shots. It's kind of, he's one of those guys that has a quick release and is certainly comfortable facing and shooting, and he does it from some different angles. And most guys really haven't seen PJ play, so I'm sure it was a little bit of a surprise that he has such a quick release and was able to get some of those shots off. But I thought he did a nice job, and got 7 boards. And, he was tired out there. It was kind of funny. He asked to come out one time. I said, hey, buddy, I can't. Everybody else has got fouls and can't put Aamir back in the game. You're going to have to hang in there a couple more minutes. And but he did a great job. And so really proud of him and happy he's a Tiger for sure.
Coach, this is Trevor again. You pressed quite a bit tonight, full court. Do you think we'll see more of that this season, or was that more just to exploit the inexperience of their guards?
No, as long as we're healthy, I think we'll try to do that. I mean, that's one of the advantages of having 2 little point guards that are both, pretty good on the ball and aggressive. And we're trying to wear teams down a little bit. We're just trying to make them a little uncomfortable. And just, play more guys. I want our guys to play hard. I want to extend. I want to pressure. And, we haven't been able to do that the last several years because we just haven't been as healthy and haven't had the kind of depth that you need or the personnel to fit it. And this year we kind of do. So, I think that'll be something that you'll see a lot with our team this year.
I know you said with PJ it took him a little time to adjust to the physicality and stuff. Is that something that's come on as of later? Or was that something that just came out in the game?
No, he's done a little bit better, I'd say, the last 10 days. His first 2 scrimmages were hard. He didn't do too well, to be honest with you. But his last scrimmage was really good. And he's just, I think he's, still kind of learning our system, getting comfortable offensively, understanding, what we're trying to do. He still messed up a couple plays tonight. Ran the wrong things, but we're asking him to do a lot. It's a difficult position. The center position and the point guard position are probably the 2 most challenging spots to play at this level. And obviously, his ability to finish the plays today was, that was really high level, and that's what separates, high level players. There's a lot of guys that can do some different things, score a couple buckets, get some rebounds, but ability to finish different kinds of shots and be a shot maker, those are the guys that become really, really good high-level players.
Coach, it's Trevor again. It was a rough start to Nick Honor's debut, but it looked like he really settled into the game later.
Yeah, I thought obviously he missed, I don't know how many, he missed his first 4 or 5 shots from 3. And every time he came to the bench, everybody on our team, coaching staff, players, every guy's like, hey, man, just keep shooting. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. We believe in Nick. He's a good player. This was his first game in 2 years. He's a guy that, I thought he had a great spurt in the second half, played well, made a great pass to Alex for 3 in transition. I thought he did some really good things tonight. And obviously, we encourage him to shoot as much as as much as he can find good shots. And I thought he took a lot of good shots. He just didn't have maybe rhythm on a couple of them. But we knew that eventually he's going to make a couple here for us. And again, I thought he and Al did an outstanding job defensively on their point guard. I thought they did a really good job of working them, fighting, pressuring the ball, and being the head of the snake of our defense.
You mentioned Alex just now. I'm sure it was good to see him make a couple long distance shots, but I guess he just needs to make sure his toes are behind the line.
Yeah, no question. Well, it's kind of crazy. It's an okay facility, but there's 3 lines. And we kind of all walked in the first time. We were all looking around like, which line is our line again? And
right.
It feels small. The court feels small. I know it's not, but it feels narrow. It feels tight. We kind of noticed it our first time we went to the gym, and even playing out there today, it was kind of, it doesn't feel like it. And some of it's just the space around the court. We're so used to playing with space that, it's a little bit, takes a little bit to get used to. And, but yeah, Alex, I thought did some nice things, hit a couple threes or shots that were right there on the line. I thought he got a couple defensive rebounds. That was good. And he's played pretty well. He and Hunter have probably been 2 guys that have consistently, played pretty well and have benefited the most from, playing in June, coming back in June, and just both guys put on a few pounds, and just they've been able to practice every day and just kind of get better and get used to everything, build a rhythm, improve their games. They haven't had to stop and start with some injuries. And so I think those 2 guys have improved, and I think they're playing with some good confidence.
With PJ and Amir, could you guys place them some together at times, or is that something we could see?
Okay. Yeah, we could do that some. I don't envision us doing it a lot because we have a lot of other players that we're trying to play. Hunter, Jonathan Baehre, Omac some. So it's that makes it challenging. But at the same time, if there's opportunity, we'll do it. We've tried it in practice. I will say the one we did in our last scrimmage for a segment, like a 15-minute segment, and they got beat by about 15 points. Their team did when we put them together. So it didn't work out too well for us. Now that was just one recent scrimmage, but those 2 guys can certainly play together, and they will at times, just like every once in a while, not a lot, but occasionally you're going to see Nick Honor and Alamir Dawes every once in a while out there together. You just never know. And we put them in there the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes maybe of the game today just to help us against the press. And those 2 guys did some nice things. So occasionally we'll go big, occasionally we'll go really, really small. It's one of the benefits of having a versatile team this year.
Coach, our resident Purdue alumnus, Matt Connolly, was telling us about Purdue's freshman center who goes 7'3", 7'4", Zach Edey. He had a real strong debut today, 9 of 10 from the field with 5 dunks. How much of a matchup problem will he be for you tomorrow?
Yeah. The crazy thing is the other big guy, Travion Williams, is, I think he's almost an all Big Ten guy. He's incredibly talented. So they've got 2 high-level centers. Obviously, this was this kid's freshman debut, I believe. So I still haven't seen him play. I didn't go to the first game. I was obviously focused on Mississippi State with our team, but I know our coaches went, and I heard that he had an incredible game, and our guys said he's enormous. And, Purdue does an incredible job of finding ways to get those guys deep catches under the basket. I mean, he's 7'3", 290. So he certainly is going to be a matchup problem.
Brad, what kind of opportunity is this tournament, getting to play a Mississippi State team in Purdue right out of the gate, and what can it do for you later in the year?
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Obviously, it's tremendous competition and just competitiveness. Today's game was, it was a fist fight out there for a while. It was just, full hand combat. And it was, our guys had to bring some toughness, and I thought they did some really good things. And just to get that kind of experience is really good to see that our guys can compete against high-level players. And, it's going to expose some things that we got to work on, which is what you need to see as a coach. And this was our first game, no exhibitions, no scrimmages. and we looked like it a few times. I thought we had some nervous shooting out there, nervous energy. And, we went to the wrong spot a few times on some things that we've practiced a lot, but I thought we got an A+ in effort and, togetherness and fight. And so that's really good. And that's what you want to see out of your team.
Coach, is it always fun for you on a personal level when you get to play in Indiana or Purdue from your home state?
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I'm friends with Matt Painter. I don't love playing friends. My wife's a Purdue grad, guys, so I hope she'll be cheering for the Tigers tomorrow. I think she will. But I know she was cheering for them today. So I don't get any extra pleasure in playing IU or Purdue. I really, it's hard for me when I play friends, but I grew up watching Purdue, and Matt's done an unbelievable job there. He was, he played there, and it's really kind of neat to see him go back to his alma mater and do an incredible job. They have a great team, very good program, and he's an excellent coach. So it'll be a big challenge for us tomorrow in a quick turnaround.
Hey, Brad, it's Phil Kornblut.
Yeah.
Getting 17 minutes out of Baehre tonight, what did it mean for you personally, knowing what he's gone through, to see him log that kind of playing time for you?
Yeah, just really happy for him. I think we sometimes forget, like, we see the young man every day, and to watch him and see what he's had to overcome with the surgeries and, getting his heart taken out away from him. We're getting ready to go play last year, and he gets all set up to go, and he, plays in a couple games and a little bit, and then tears it again. It's just gut wrenching to watch what these guys go through. And then to see him in the training room, dealing with the rehab for months and months and months, and to watch their spirits, go up and down with the good and the bad. And obviously there are some days that it's really good and Jonathan looks really good. And there are other days, when it's still bothering him a little bit and he just can't move as well. And he's frustrated by it. And you feel bad because you remember what kind of player he was when he, pre-injury. And, he's probably never going to get to that point this year for certain, but, it was very rewarding to watch him play. And I think he does some good things for us. He's long, he gets his hands on balls, gets deflections, and he brings a little bit of a level of poise and understanding that really helps. One of the reasons I brought him off the bench is, and he and PJ have had some good minutes together and good scrimmages together playing well. And I think he's helped settle PJ down, so that's been nice to see.